Expo Corporate Awards Luncheon. KHOU's Channel 11 News anchors Stan Cannon and Mia Gradney.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Hello, good afternoon, friends and family. So many of us know each other so well in this room. I'm Mia Gradney, as just introduced my partner, Lynn Cannon. We are thrilled to be here with you on this fabulous Friday to mark the 20th annual Corporate Awards Luncheon. I think you need a round of applause for 20 years.
Looking forward to a fabulous program tonight. Yes, Mia Gradney is all that in a bag of chips. I just want everybody to recognize that.
Somebody's got to keep them in line and checking the program moving. It is a packed house, we know. I know so many of you know each other. We're going to socialize and network in just a bit, but we want to ask everyone to go ahead and take their seats because we have a rather robust program ahead of us.
We're going to start the program here any minute now. Are we ready for the intro? Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we welcome founder and CEO of Texas Black Expo Inc., Jerome D. Love, Mayor Sylvester Turner, and the 2023 Host Committee. Everybody, please remain standing as we have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
You can take your seats now. Thank you. I remarked about 20 years and 2 decades. Yes, for 20 years, Texas Black Expo has been a staple in the city of Houston, and it has had a vast impact on so many lives throughout the state of Texas, reaching far beyond Houston. A few fun facts about 2004, 20 years ago, which is the year the first Expo was launched. Facebook, originally called the Facebook, was launched by Mark Zuckerberg, and Google introduced a new email service called Gmail.
Shrek 2 was the most popular film. 33 million people watched the final episode of the sitcom Frasier.
On July 16th, television personality Martha Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in prison for lying to federal investigators about a well-timed stock sale. Now she's on the cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
At the age of 81. A lot has changed, obviously, in 20 years. One thing that has remained the same is Texas Black Expo's commitment to helping close the wealth gap within underserved communities by empowering small businesses and promoting financial education. To highlight a few of the great things this nonprofit is doing, Texas Black Expo created the Texas Small Business Emergency Micro Grant Source during Hurricane Harvey, resulting in $42,000 in funding being distributed to help small businesses stay afloat.
The Texas Black Expo also created the We All Eat program during the height of the pandemic, which provided more than 700,000 free meals to families in need and helped local restaurants keep their doors open and survive the pandemic.
The organization also touches the lives of young people through the Aspire Youth Entrepreneurs Summer Camp and College Scholarship. Their work, a direct reflection of their mission to enhance quality of life and advance economic prosperity by creating opportunities for small business advancement and individual wealth development, because they firmly believe economic prosperity creates awesome communities. Today we celebrate Texas Black Expo's rich 20-year legacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please turn your attention now to the screens.
2 decades ago, Texas vehicle for Black-owned small businesses to connect with potential customers, investors, and supporters in Houston.
The initial vision for Texas Black Expo was birthed out of some of my pains in terms of starting my business and losing a bunch of money. So I wanted to create a platform for entrepreneurs to promote and sell their products and services to a lot of people in one place in one weekend.
When Jerome first came to me, he said, I have this idea and I want to do an expo and it's going to be big. He painted this very bright picture of the future, as he does because he is a visionary. And the reason this organization has been sustained over 20 years is because of his visionary leadership.
The nonprofit organization has positively impacted the lives of thousands of people through year-round business programming, educational opportunities for youth, and community outreach. Texas Black Expo's motto is economic prosperity creates awesome communities. And the many businesses the Expo has helped launch over the years is a testament to the organization's impact.
Nightlight Pediatric Urgent Care started in 2007. They employed hundreds of people. So lives would change through their organization, and they got their start right at Texas Black Expo.
Year after year, Texas Black Expo has answered the call to serve as a beacon of light for aspiring and established Black entrepreneurs throughout Texas. Whether it's through small business microgrants, free business coaching, or pitch competitions worth thousands of dollars, Texas Black Expo meets the needs of small business owners throughout the Lone Star State.
We have our grant program where if individuals are having a bit of financial trouble, like during Hurricane Harvey, we give out about $42,000 in grant money to help businesses.
When Hurricane Harvey hit, it literally devastated us. We didn't know what to do. It was kind of in a state of shock, despair. We really didn't think that we would get chosen for that grant. But when we did, it was just like a little ray of sunshine that came in through those dark clouds. Texas Black Expo was truly a blessing.
As an answer to the COVID-19 pandemic, Texas Black Expo created the We All Eat Texas program, which provided over 700,000 meals to families facing food insecurity and created an $11 million economic stimulus for small businesses.
The We All Eat program was a program I'm very proud of. You had two unique problems. You had people that were being laid off, they didn't have any money, and they were going to food banks to rely on their food. Then you had restaurants that had to pay 100% of their bills, but could only let in 25% of the people. So they were struggling, they were bleeding. So we thought, what if you take money, give it to the restaurant, and the restaurants feed the community?
Imagine going from serving maybe 100 to 150 people a day, just on a normal day, to now you're serving 500 to 600 additional customers. It helped us hire people. We had to get 2 more chefs in the kitchen. We had to hire 4 more people from the front. And it helped us a lot.
Providing a strong foundation for young people is a critical component of Texas Black Expo's program. The organization awards an annual scholarship to students pursuing higher education through its HBCU College Fair. And teenagers interested in business get hands-on exposure to the business world through its Aspire Youth Entrepreneurship Initiative.
Scale in relation to running a business is when you buy more things, but it's cheaper than when you buy less.
Balance sheet, assets and liabilities, and your profit and losses, everything that came in and went out.
Marketing is like the overall big picture, advertising the how.
So what does the future hold for Texas Black Expo? According to Love, they're just getting started.
We're going to build on the foundation that we built for the last 20 years and expand it and grow in order to help more entrepreneurs, more youth, and hopefully to build our own marketplace, which is what we all desire, to have strong, sustainable communities, and Texas Black Expo is going to do our part.
Before we continue with our program, we have a few housekeeping items. You'll notice that on your table, there's a QR code on your table sign, and also on the back of your program if you don't see the table sign. This is because Texas Black Expo is seeking partners for the work that they continue to do within the community. We invite you to, right now or anytime during this luncheon, to scan the QR code and click the link to find out more about their work and how you can be a part of the many ways they are impacting the community. Here's the good news. Anyone who becomes a partner today will be entered into a raffle for a trip to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Who's ready to set sail, get out of town, and enjoy a vacay? You can. The winner will be announced at the end of the expo, so scan that QR code and sign up to be a TBE partner today.
Also, we have other prizes for the raffle. We have priceless memorabilia, like basketballs, a jersey autographed by, would that be? Oh yeah, Magic Johnson. For some lucky raffle winners. We also have hotel stays right here at the Marriott Marquis. Those are just some of the great prizes. You also notice a couple of signs on your table that mention the QR code for the raffle, as Mia brought up. Scan the QR code, it'll take you to a link, get your raffle tickets for these items throughout the luncheon, but do it sooner rather than later. Remember, your donation helps to impact the lives of those within underserved communities. So this, of course, is a great call.
Never hurts to have a little extra motivation, like the potential to win such a grand and extraordinary vacation. So do what you can, donate, and become a partner today. Great prizes here on the line as well, with the raffle too. So take part in it as well. It should make you want to pick up your phone right now. Don't make me come around and check each table. I will do it, won't I, Lynn?
You don't want that.
Okay, now the time you've been patiently waiting for. I hear the forks already clinking with the plates. We want to set the stage so we can enjoy our meal today. We're honored to have none other than the premier ministry trailblazers in our city, Dr. Dana Carson, Senior Pastor of the Reflections of Christ Kingdom International. Yes, you can applaud, please do. Dr. Carson has founded churches on 3 continents, has a school in Kenya, and is the founding president of Canaan Theological Seminary. In addition to being an internationally respected theologian, he is also an academic possessing 3 earned doctorate degrees, 2 master's degrees, and an executive MBA from Duke University. Dr. Carson has also authored more than 200 books. Please welcome the pastor of The Rock, Dr. Dana Carson.
Good afternoon. I stand today as the proud pastor of Texas Black Expo CEO, Jerome D. Love, and his co-founder, Dr. Shannon Williams. I've been here at the beginning, at the start. It's truly been an honor to see God's hand at work in Jerome's life and the Texas Black Expo. I'm excited about what the future holds. Now, I know you didn't come to hear me speak, so I don't want to delay the eating, because I know some of us want to eat and others want to continue to eat. And so let us bow our heads. Father, we thank you so much for the grace of God that you have released and rendered to the Texas Black Expo and its CEO and co-founder and all of those partners that have contributed year to year in order to bless our business community, entrepreneurs. And we ask now, God, that you would continue to do so. And now bless this food, sanctify it, call it clean, that it nourish our bodies. In Jesus' name, amen.
So far has been awesome. And you know that the best, it is yet to come. But none of this would have been possible without all of the donors and supporters who have generously contributed to the Texas Black Expo through the years.
The Texas Black Expo would like to say thank you to all our Texas champions. That includes Shell, Chevron, HEB, Houston Community College, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, KHOU 11, Cigna, AmeriGroup, Comerica Bank, and Wells Fargo. Please give them all a round of applause for their support of this fantastic organization. Also, to all of this year's sponsors, we thank you for your support. Please put your hands together for the sponsors. And we want to acknowledge and thank this year's host committee Members, with all the 20th anniversary, host committee members, please stand. Host committee members, where are you? Be recognized. There you are. We also want to take this opportunity to recognize our 20th anniversary Texas Titans, who received their distinguished medals of honor at a special reception earlier today. These are individuals who have demonstrated exemplary commitment to investing and supporting businesses that positively impact urban communities. Will each of our Texas Titan honorees please stand? Titan honorees, there you are. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge all of our elected officials who are present with us. Elected officials, where are you? Elected officials, please stand. Elected officials.
The time has come for the man of the hour, the man responsible for all of this. We've heard a lot about Jerome D. Love, founder and CEO of the Texas Black Expo. To formally introduce him, we have his daughter, Jasmine Love, the freshman council president of Howard University's Business School. Put your hands together for Jasmine after this brief video. Farm Town to founder of one of America's largest business expos. Jerome D. Love is a prominent entrepreneur and visionary leader who works to uplift the African American community through the Texas Black Expo.
I can honestly say that even though I was the co-founder, this organization is here and thriving because of the visionary leadership of Jerome Love, who has been tenacious and innovative, always coming up with new programs and ideas and driving them forward. I feel a great sense of gratitude for him and his leadership.
Jerome has a deep commitment to closing the wealth gap for African Americans. His desire to create a platform for business owners has resulted in the creation of the Expo as a nonprofit organization with year-round programming. In addition, Jerome is the owner of several businesses in real estate, investment, and development, as well as a beverage company. He is a sought-after public speaker, business consultant, mentor, and philanthropist. Jerome has authored 4 books on leadership and wealth building, and he hosts the Black Money Tree podcast. He has been prominently featured in the media, including Black Enterprise and on The Real TV show.
What we do is try to help to build and sustain strong businesses, because that's the key to building strong communities.
Jerome is a graduate of the University of Texas at Austin, a member of the Reflections of Christ Kingdom World Outreach International, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, a husband and father of 4. Through his unwavering commitment, he has made a lasting impact on the lives of many, and his legacy will continue to inspire and uplift future generations.
I do think that through some of the experiences, through some of the losses that I went through, it built me to the man that I am. But I'm doing my part to make sure as many people as possible don't have to go through some of those things, which I believe ultimately is going to benefit our community as a whole.
Good afternoon. My name is Jasmine Love. I'm Jerome Love's oldest of 4 children and what some may call his life's greatest accomplishment. I'm a proud rising sophomore attending an HBCU, the Howard University. As the oldest of 4 children, I have been waiting on this moment my whole life so I can finally tell my side of the story. Many of you think you know my father, Jerome Love, but let me give you a peek into what it's like to be his child. First example, when you think of a typical teenage girl's life, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Talking on the phone, texting our friends, maybe watching TikTok videos? Not the love kids. I couldn't do any of that because after twisting his arm for years, my father finally broke down and bought me a phone, a flip phone. And he made me work because I had to make the payments myself. All of you who are saying, oh, that's great, he's teaching responsibility, you all should be ashamed of yourselves. Next example. When you think of a typical Saturday for a child, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Cartoons? Lying around the house? Maybe hanging out with friends? Not the love children. On Saturdays, my father packed all 4 of us, 3 girls and 1 boy, into the car, and we spent the day tearing down sheetrock and laying floors at his rental properties. Now you see why I chose to go to Howard. You thought I went for a pride or for the legacy? Not even close. I was trying to escape. Seriously, when you think of a typical teenager girl's life, that's the exact thing our father did not want us to have. He didn't want us to have anything typical. He raised us to be atypical. In fact, one of my most earliest memories is reciting our family motto, loves are above. Now that doesn't mean that we're better than anyone, but he made it clear that we were to be above average and not to follow the trends, but to set them. Final example. 20 years ago, my father decided to create the Black Expo. He didn't know anyone, he was new to the city, but if you know anything about Jerome, he's a builder. He had a vision to serve the Houston community by showcasing Black businesses and Black excellence. I wasn't even born yet, but our family has had a front row seat as he has grown this crazy idea into what is now known as the largest running African American trade show in Texas. And being his oldest daughter, I have taken many of his life lessons with me to college. Just like my father when he started Black Expo 20 years ago, I was new on campus, I didn't know anyone, but I too had vision. I was determined to get out of my comfort zone, and I was determined to be atypical. I met students from all walks of life from all over the country, and if you've ever been to an HBCU, you know what I mean. And that resulted in me being elected freshman council president for the School of Business this past year. Now that you've learned a little bit about my father, I want you to get to know him for yourself. Everyone, please welcome the founder of the Texas Black Expo, Jerome D. Love.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for my oldest child. This may be the last time that any of you hear from her again after that introduction. Wow. 20 years. What were you doing 20 years ago? If you feel comfortable sharing it out loud. Well, I'm going to give you 20 years of Texas Black Expo in like 3 minutes. But just know that Texas Black Expo would not exist today without every sponsor, without every vendor, without all of you in this room. Most of whom have helped me or mentored me personally and professionally. So just know that anytime that you hear Texas Black Expo or any of our accomplishments, there are those quiet giants in the background whose shoulders that I stand upon. Now, it wouldn't be possible for me to say the names of all the individuals and all the organizations that have supported the Texas Black Expo. But I am going to say some names, and we're going to do this like in high school graduation. I'm going to ask you to hold your applause to the end, all right? Now, first I got to thank God for giving me the vision and the energy and strength to drive this vision for 20 years. Then I have to thank my beautiful wife. Man, you supported me in every business that I've had, and you're the epitome of a good life. And then my pastor, Dr. Jerome. I appreciate that. Dr. Shannon Williams, co-founder of the Black Expo. Thank you for everything supporting me. And then to my cousin and mentor, Mr. Revis Laws, he's around here somewhere. If any of you have listened to the Black Money podcast or read any of my books, you know that I talk about wealth building through real estate. All of the things that I share and that I learned from him So thank you. Into HEB. And you guys are the epitome of a good corporate citizen. I couldn't have done any of this without you. HEB is one of two organizations that have been with us for 23 years. The other one is Houston Community College. Sorry. You know, I'm from San Antonio and I love HEB. And when I moved to Houston, I wanted HEB to be my sponsor. And I called them and HEB told me no. Matter of fact, HEB told me no 4 times. I just kept calling different departments. I called marketing, they told me no. I'm done. Call community affairs, they said no. And then the last call that I made was supply reimbursement. And they told me, we're hiring a guy. And he made me interested. And then I met this man right here, James Harris. He went to Black Expo. And James, you've been a friend, you've been a mentor. He has some brilliant children. I mean, they're supply chain men. They actually advise my children. My daughter is a supply chain man. So thank you, James. I wouldn't be the man I am without you. And Expo wouldn't be here without HEB. Thank you. All right. I don't know what's wrong with you. Y'all know me this ain't. So as I stand here looking at all your faces, you know, I'm just blown away. As my team and I prepared for this moment, we began to look at the numbers. And many of them are just unbelievable considering where we come from. But listen to this. In the last 20 years of Texas Black Expo, as an organization, we've provided 671 hours of consulting and support for small businesses. 4,863 individual businesses have been a part of our program. 217,000 people have come to Black Expo. 714,000 meals were served to families in need in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic through our We All Eat program. And $11.1 million has gone directly into the pockets of small business owners through our grant programs and all of the work of the Texas Black Expo. Everybody say, we did this. Come on, give me a say, we did this. You know, $11.1 million is a lot of money. I started the Black Expo, I was 24. I didn't have any money. I didn't know what I was doing. All I knew was that I wanted our community to live up to its potential. And I wanted African American entrepreneurs and business owners to have the same opportunity and economic advances in other communities. I had no clue what I was doing. I had no money. I lived in Austin at the time. And I remember I called my pastor to ask for advice. You know, I thought Dr. Carson was going to open the Bible, read some scriptures, maybe lay hands. And all he said was, God will be with you, and I'll support you. Now, that wasn't necessarily what I wanted to hear, but I realized that that's really all that I needed. About a month or so later, I got a call out of the blue. I got my real estate license when I was 19. So the call that I got was a gentleman who bought my very first listing when I was 22. And he told me these words, out the blue. He says, Jerome, I like the way you do business. If you ever have any deals, I'll put up the money. You do the legwork. And he was talking about real estate, but of course he didn't know what I had to do. And from that conversation, that man gave me $42,000 on a handshake deal. And that was the foundation of the Texas Black Expo. Somebody say favor. You know, it was in that situation and so many more over this 20-year journey that I began to understand the scripture that says, with man, nothing is possible, but with God, all things are possible. You know, if you would have come to me 20 years ago and you would have told me that in 2023, I would be standing on stage next to Irvin Magic Johnson, I would have believed it. But I would have thought that my role was as backup point guard to the Lakers. But in so many ways, this is so much better, and it makes sense that Magic is the one who's here with us today. You see, the theme of our 20-year celebration and
in our next 20 years of development is BOOM. And BOOM stands for Building Our Own Marketplace. Everybody say BOOM. Now, let me take a minute. I want to talk to you before we do. Is there anyone here that's ever felt called to do something big? And I'm talking so big that it's scary. How did that make you feel? I know when I started Black Expo, I was scared. But one of the most important lessons that I've learned in my 20 years is that in order to experience a boom, there is always going to be a bust. Now, I told you, and I remember my first bust. See, I told you guys I started the Black Expo in faith. I told you a man gave me $42,000 on a handshake deal. But what I didn't tell you is that first year, I worked that entire year thinking that I was going to get paid. And at the close of the Black Expo in 2012, not only did I not get paid, I was over $100,000 in the hole. I was the president of the Texas Black Expo. That whole first year, I was substitute teaching. I had a great Nissan Sentra. I worked for a company called Tutors with Computers. And I would put those computers in my car, and I would drive out to Sunnyside, I would drive out to Fifth Ward, and I would deliver those computers and do tutoring for kids. But at the close of that expo, that was a tough time. We were $100,000 in the hole. My wife and I had just gotten married in February. I don't get married 3 months. So what am I supposed to do? I remember we were sitting out in my car after church. Jasmine, my daughter, who just met, she was in the back in the car seat. My wife looked at me with tears in her eyes. She said, "What are we going to do?" And I lied to my wife. I told her that I had a plan. There wasn't a plan. And that was actually the first time that I thought about quitting Black Expo. But it wasn't the last. So let me be clear. The reason that Texas Black Expo is here today, the reason that we went from bust to boom, is because of all of you in this room. Everybody say, "We did this." You know, so many times in business and in life, we want to take time to applaud the prosperity and profit, but rarely do we take time to acknowledge the most important part, and that's the people. You see, when God calls you to do something, He always places people in your path that will help you along your process. You see, Magic was always a great businessman. He was always a great athlete, but it wasn't until he met Dr. Jerry Buss, Peter Goober, that he began to build theaters and build gyms, and now is partner with the Washington Commanders. Everybody say boom. You see, Magic's empire boomed because he believes in us. He built gyms in our communities, theaters in our communities, restaurants in our communities. You see, Magic believes in us, and I believe in us, and I believe in you. And I know that whether you're in the midst of a bust or middle of a boom, that what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. So, really quickly, let me share with you some numbers of the impact that we're going to make with our Boom Initiative in the next 10 years. Everybody say, number one, we're going to build a multi-family development. It's going to have attached retail, and we project will create more than 25,000 jobs. We're going to have a business incubator that we believe will create more than 14,000 small businesses. Now, there are a lot of components to our Boom Initiative. I can't go through it all today, but there is a QR code on your table. You've seen it on the screens. It's on the back of your program. That will take you to our partners page. If you go to that page, there's a red button that says Boom Initiative. You click on that, it'll give you all the details of what we have planned. But just know that everything that Black Expo does and plans to do revolves around our mission of creating wealth within underserved communities, because we believe in economic prosperity, and we believe that economic prosperity creates awesome communities. When you look at any underserved community, any of the negative statistics that go along with it, there's always one commonality, and that's money. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of people So Texas Black Expo's Boom Initiative, I believe, is the solution. I believe that what we're going to do in this room and through this Boom Initiative is going to make history, and it's going to start in this room today. But the only way that this happens, it's the same way that everything else has happened over this last 20 years. It's going to take all of us working together as a team. The Boom Initiative, in order to accomplish it, we need $20 million in the next 10 years. Phase 1, which we're in now, our goal was to raise $1 million. As of today's date, we're at $810,000. And we intend to raise that today. And I know that we can do it. I know that in 2011, we started our elected officials luncheon. The mayor actually helped us start. He was the chair of the Legislative Black Caucus. At that luncheon, Mr. Phil Dyson, I think he's here somewhere, with Enterprise, he came to the stage and they gave us a check for $5,000. About 10 minutes later, Luncheon came to the stage, pulls out a checkbook, cuts a check for $10,000. And just like that, we raised $15,000. Now that was a critical moment for Black Expo for two reasons. One, we've never raised money like that. Matter of fact, we weren't even trying to raise money. People just started to give. So it let me know that people will give to support initiatives if there's a good cause. And then the second thing that happened through that was a tough time financially. So that helped us to survive another year. So I wonder what would have happened to all the businesses that depended on us during harvest, all the people that depended on us during the pandemic if that seed wasn't sown. So we're going to encourage you to support. Now, we need individuals, organizations that believe in diversity and inclusion and building underserved communities. One such organization is Southwest Airlines. They have been so generous to donate us a whole bunch of tickets. So we are giving away 10 airline tickets anywhere Southwest Airlines flies as a raffle. So on your table, there's a little raffle thing. Scan that QR code. You can get a ticket. They're $100. You can get 2 or 3. And we're also giving away some memorabilia. Like I said, we got autographed Magic Johnson basketballs, jerseys, and we have a hotel stay here at the Marriott Marquis and the Hilton Americas. So the funds that we raise today will go towards building up our communities. Now, the second way we're going to raise this money is through what we call our transformation partners. Now, I went to Boston College this past summer, and I studied in a program that was sponsored by Wells Fargo. I think Wells Fargo is somewhere over there. And Wells Fargo sponsors this program to train nonprofit executives. And there they gave us some numbers that were surprising. They said that 72% of all charitable giving comes from individual donors and family foundations. But about 85% of nonprofits rely solely on corporations. And they challenged us to come up with an annual giving program. So our transformation partners is our annual giving program. We need 20 giving units, corporations, individuals of $100,000 a year as an annual gift. We know that many of you in this room today may be individual donors. You may be affiliated with family foundations or know someone who is. If you, maybe even your corporate foundation, if you have matching gift programs, we would like Texas Black Expo to be one of your partners. So we really appreciate it. On your table, there's a little slip, and you can fill it out. If you know someone, if you'd like to make a contribution, just write it down, and we'll pick those up later or wave it in the air, and someone from my team will come get it. And then lastly, I believe they said we are launching our partners program as well, and we will do a raffle to a trip to the Bahamas for one of our partners as well. So to enter that raffle, just become a partner. Scan the partner QR code, and we thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you for being here, and thank you all for everything that you've done to help Texas Black Expo stand 20 years. Now, to the moment you've been waiting for, please direct your attention to the screen.
I took the skill sets that I applied on the basketball court, and I apply them each and every day in business.
Just get ready to work, 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 work. You see me happy, work, 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 work. You see me do me.
It's not whether you can become successful, it's how many people can you help become successful.
Incredible effort by an NBA legend to help small businesses in need during this pandemic.
If you don't believe it, you can't become. Magic was a guy who dribbled the ball and did his thing, but Irvin Johnson is the guy who's making the impact and really leaving the legacy.
All right, stand to your feet and welcome NBA legend Irvin Magic Johnson.
This one, not good. Oh, it's it. Thank you. First of all, let's give Jerome a great hand. A lot of times, the numbers that he gave you, that's when you know you're supporting the right organization. And I just want to say that I'm happy to be here. Jerome, when you can put all of us together like this, it's amazing, but it's a blessing from God. Have minorities all together, understanding that they can work with each other, partner with each other, really build black wealth is really amazing. So again, let's give them a hand, please. God is so good. And all the time, thank him for waking me up this morning and really blessing me to be here and be able to do the things that I do each and every day. And without him, there would be no me. And there would be no me in terms of a basketball player or a businessman. So I give all the glory and honor to him. And then I want to thank your mayor. Mayor Turner's done a wonderful job, man, running the city. I don't know where he is. There he is, my brother. You know, we're gonna miss him, but we got a chance to put somebody. Where's Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee? Stand on up, because you're gonna be the next mayor of this city. Yeah, we got somebody who can get the job done. Boy, I tell you, you got some big shoes to fill, though. Because this brother did his thing, and I'm so proud of both of you. And then one more applause, because Cigna, Mike Triplett is one of the greatest black executives in this country. I know you're honoring Cigna today, and him and I have partnered and done so many incredible things in the black community all across this country. And not only are we partners like that, but we're great friends. Please give a hand for Mike Triplett, my friend. And always remember, when people do business in our community and uplift our people, that's who we should be doing business with. And Cigna is doing just that. So again, thank you. And then Lyndon Rose, where's Lyndon? I played with the Lakers with Lyndon. We were partners in crime, so it was good to see my brother back there and got a chance to catch up with him when we were wearing them little hot pants, you know, and had to come in here and play Akeem and Ralph and Clyde. Man, they did something to us, but we got them most of the time. Again, so here I am. I built my business in urban America. That's where I started. the spending power of African Americans, a $1.5 trillion spending power, Latinos with another probably $1.8 trillion spending power. So when I looked up and decided, I gotta build my business right in my own community. Why is that important? Because I know what African Americans like and what's the demand in our community, want quality products, services, and goods. So that's when I started my business, said, I'm gonna build movie theaters, because the number one thing we wanna do is take our families somewhere so that we can have a good time. Because a lot of times we can go to the Rockies game, we can go to the Texans game as a couple, but can we buy 4, 6 tickets, right? But the one affordable thing you can do is still take your family to the movies. So when I did my partnership with Sony, it was for that reason, that you could have a chance to take your family still to a first-run movie. So I did that deal with Sony and built Magic Johnson Theaters. Everybody said there was no way it'll work. My first theater came in top 10 highest grossing in the nation. It showed that we can make money in the Black community. And I built 7, then AMC came in and bought us all out. Now, I always have an exit strategy. And I don't love anything that I build, meaning that everything's for sale. Because my job is to build it, grow it, and then sell it. So write that down. You should always have an exit strategy. Whatever that is, make sure you have an exit strategy. Now, you may build a business and want to pass it on to your kids, and that's perfectly okay, right? I'd rather give my kids the money because they're not built like I'm built. You have to remember this now. I'm gonna tell you a story what happened, and this is gonna back up what I just said. A famous African-American man and his wife built a successful chicken business in Los Angeles, a $14 million a year business, and growing. Father passed away, son took over. Guess what happened to that $14 million business? Lost the business. Now, there's no money to take care of the mom anymore. No money going for the boys anymore. So we have to remember, if we're going to do that, make sure we prepare our kids to run the business. You can't just say, hey, here it is. You got to start them off in the business and have them grow within that business. And another tip I'm gonna give you, if your family members don't have an expertise within that business, this is real now, this is real. Can't hire them. Why? There's 2 things that bring back Black and brown businesses down. Lack of finances. See, nobody want to hear this. And the second thing is you hire the wrong people. So make sure you hire the right people, and then do this. You got to invest in technology, please. Why? Because if you want scale, if you want growth, that technology, you got to keep up with that. You can't keep up with that. That's what they got all this software for, to do that. I saw a lot of mom and pop businesses go out of business because lack of the right software, technology. So please do that. So when I think about my run, Starbucks built 125 Starbucks in 40 different markets. I've been the only person ever in Starbucks history to own Starbucks. And the great thing about that, I knew it was going to do well in the Black community. The problem was I started to tell Howard Schultz and all his people, black folks and Latino, we don't know what stones are, so we got to take the stones out of my Starbucks and put in sweet potato pie, peach cobbler, socket chili cake. Now hold up 1 second, hold 1 second, hold. Shh, because I'm giving you some knowledge. Why did I say that? If I left the stones in, I don't have high per caps. My per caps were higher than his per caps in my inner city store. And then I took out the elevator music they normally play in Starbucks. Uh-oh. And I put in Beyonce, Prince, Michael Jackson. Why am I telling you this? Because I know my customer, and then I'm over-delivering to that same customer. And then you'll get the retention that you're looking for, and then you'll get brand ambassadors for your business. So you have to understand those little tweaks. That's why my per cap was so high. So after building 125 in 6 years, we were supposed to do it in 10 years, but we were making so much money. Before I get to that ending, is this. Listen to me, please, because you gotta fight for growth and scale. I didn't take no money from the first one because I wanted the first one to build the second. None from the second one let it build the third, fourth, fifth. I didn't take a dime until I got to 50 stores. Because the more stores you have, that means the more money you're going to make, right? And so when I got to the end and it was 125, what an exit I had, selling them back to Starbucks. That's when you're gonna make a lot of money. And now you can pass that money on to your kids. So make sure you understand, stay disciplined, and then don't change your lifestyle until you're ready to change it. And your business is not supporting that new lifestyle. We get caught in that too. Oh, I got to impress everybody at this table all the way around here to show them that I got it going on. No, don't get caught in that, because it's only gonna bleed your business and it's gonna take your business down. So make sure, hey, if I build enough stores, I can support that lifestyle and still run a successful business. Very important. And then I invested in things that's not sexy, you don't think about. So Expo Magic, my food service facility management company. I've always wanted a contract from Disney, right? So I go to a conference like this, all the minorities who want a contract from Disney come to this big conference. So I'm sitting there, and the man said, when I need 100 million napkins, you can't piecemeal it. We need 100 million napkins. I said, oh shoot, we're not ready. No, you gotta know, if you get this contract and you can't deliver 100 million napkins, not only your business go down, but your reputation. Your brand is over. So I told my team, we gotta pass and wait 3 years. I don't have the right people in place. I don't have the right technology in place to keep up with 100 million napkins when I need to deliver them. Sure enough, 3 years later, I went after the contract. It was to feed all the employees at Disneyland. And guess what? I won that contract. I was ready. Thank you. The whole stop. So I feed almost 300,000 employees, 3 meals a day at Disneyland. I gave my team 5 minutes to celebrate. After we've done celebrating, get back to work, because the bigger contract was Disney World. Disney World in Orlando was like a little city in itself. About almost 500,000 people work at Disney World. I said, that's the contract I want. But Live by this word. If I over-deliver, write that word. You should have that everywhere in your business. If I over-deliver to Disneyland, that'll put me in a position to get Disney World. And that's what I did. 3 years later, now I have boat contract for the last 12 years, feeding that many people at boat parks. As a black man who grew up poor, 6 sisters, 3 brothers. And I'm still out here grinding and working like I don't have a dime. That's also important too. See, we gotta keep on top of things. But why is that important, what I just told you? Because now other minorities can come behind me at Disney World, Disneyland, and at Disney and get contracts because I was successful. So we have over 100 contracts with corporations, school systems, and on and on and on. And so I'm proud of that company. Anybody from New York? Anybody flew out the new LaGuardia terminal? Yes, that was my company. I'm in infrastructure. We won the Denver airport. We won the LaGuardia airport, a $4 billion deal. Everybody is giving us awards for what we did to LaGuardia. And just 2 months ago, we won the Kennedy Airport, a $10 billion deal. So we're excited about that. We partnered with a company out of Spain called Real, who is the best in airports, and then an American company, Skanska, helped build. And so, first time ever in all those different cities that a African American or minority has been an equity partner. So we're writing a big check and to win that contract. So that's really amazing, not just for me, but amazing for all of you, because now, again, it shows America that we can handle a contract of that size and do very, very well. So I'm excited about that. And just yesterday, the board in Los Angeles just passed. We went after the cargo deal. We're going to build a new cargo space at the airport in LA, a $4 billion deal. They just approved our company winning that contract. And so look at what God is doing, right? So again, JLC is a partnership with my partner, Jim Reynolds out of Chicago, 2 black men standing up doing some great things together. That's what it's all about. And making sure that we have a seat at the table. And then the last thing I'm going to talk to you about, which is really great, is, again, during COVID, all my sports teams, we didn't make no money. And so the reason for me diversifying my portfolio is probably for that reason, right? So when you think about the Dodgers, we didn't make money. Oh man, I shouldn't even bring you guys up, Dodgers and Houston. Man, took one of my World Series rings from me. But I am happy for Dusty Baker because that's my man. That's my man. That's my man. That is my guy. I watched him when he was a Dodger player, and now to see him here in Houston winning a World Series, having the success that he's having, is really a blessing. I'm looking up, man, wait a minute, the Texans got an African-American coach. The Rockets got an African-American coach. And then my man at the University of Houston who went to Michigan State, Samson doing his thing, coach. I'm like, wow, what's going on in this great city of Houston? So it's great to see all that going on. And but when I think about the Dodgers, the reason I invested in sports teams is this. If you look at the valuations of the sports teams today, it's off the charts, right? And so we bought the Dodgers for $2.2 billion. Forbes just listed us as over $4 billion we're worth now today, right? And our TV deal is at $10 billion. They thought we were crazy when we bid at $2 billion until our TV deal came out, and that changed everything. So sports teams valuations have skyrocketed. That's why I invested in sports teams. And I can pass those on to who? My kids. So it's about legacy, it's about making sure that they can have something when I'm gone, when Cookie's gone, and it's a true blessing that God put me in this position to do great things, but also represent my people. Because I've always been about representing all of you, hopefully in a positive way, and I will continue to do that as much as I can, and open doors. I want to tell you this quick story though. I used my own money for Starbucks, for the theaters, but when I wanted growth and sustainability, I had to use other people's money. I went before a couple pension funds in California, and they turned me down 5 times. I had a track record of success, but they still turned me down. So I want you to know, people won't say no to you. So make sure you still believe in your business thesis and your strategy. See, I believed in mine. I knew I was going to hit a home run. So I went up there the 6th time, and they finally said, yes, we're going to give you some money. And if you over-deliver with this $50 million that we're going to give you, you can come back and get $100 more million. I bought a shopping center for $22 million in inner cities of Los Angeles, 40% occupied. I raised that to 100% occupied. Resold it for $48 million, took the 26 profit to him and said, see, I know business and you can make money in the inner cities. And that opened the door for not only myself, but other African Americans who wanted pension fund money to come behind me. What is it, this is the Marquee Mall here? Marquee, right? Marquee, okay, thank you. I used to own that. I bought the substation there. I took this police station, put it there. They used to have a nightclub there. I can't remember the nightclub name. We really took that mall, changed it, flipped it, made a lot of money and sold it. Anybody from Austin, Texas? The W in Austin. Y'all don't know, boy, brother been working. With a local developer in Austin, Texas, we partnered with, build that music hall on the side of it as well. And so I had a real estate fund and an equity fund, and I've owned 4 or 5 mixed use here in Houston. The Starbucks here, same thing. And we built a movie theater here which closed down. And so again, I invested in Houston. I used to own 32 Burger Kings all through Dallas. And so again, I've been in a lot of different businesses. TGI Friday Restaurant, again. So that's the scale of my business. But the last thing I've done that I'm very happy about, one I can't talk about, and I hope I become an owner of, but I'm under a strict NDA, so hopefully we'll be playing your Texans in the NFL, so that's all I can say. If God blesses me. See, I never pray to God for success like that. I don't waste God's time. He already know what you need. This team that I'm going after, I never said, God, please bless me with that. If he thought I deserved to have it, he's going to bless me with it. So I don't go to him like that. You know what I go to him for? Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for my beautiful wife, my kids. Thank you for the authority that I have and all these other things. It's not for him to bless me with something else, because he knows. He knows if you deserve it or not, or if you can handle it or not. And so, my financial services, you're going to really, here's a little dude from Lansing, Michigan, who grew up on surf sandwiches. A lot of times we had the sugar, didn't have the Kool-Aid, so we were drinking sugar water. See, Jerome, your kids, they don't know that. See, they don't know how hard it was. See, they good. See. My kids don't never want to hear, Dad, you don't want to hear how you grew up. I know. They they get blessed, they don't understand. But I never forget where I come from, because that made me the man that I am today. Let me just say this. We can accomplish anything that we want. We got to work together. We got to quit worrying about who's going to be the chief. Quit worrying about that. It's the check that is important, not who's going to be the chief. Trust me, that's not important. If you got the skill set to lead, you lead. Shoot, I step like this. Just send me the check. That's what's important. If I don't have the skill set, I'm good. What's my role? That's what I'm going to do very, very well. We get caught up, oh, why is he or she leading? What difference does it make? And you know what happened because of all that friction? Business. Please, we got to stop doing those things. We're so talented. We're so smart. But we hurt our own selves. So I got a partner, Eric Holloman, who looks like me. He came from the banking world. A skill set I didn't have, so I needed that skill set to negotiate all these deals. So hey, come on, be my partner, man. Let's go do this. And that's what we've been doing. And then hire the best people. Always remember that. In infrastructure, the top 10 companies in the world is not located here in America. So we had to recruit people from Australia and other places to come work for us. And guess what? We got a great team. So remember that. It's about winning. It's about winning. It's about winning. And at the end of the day, as your business grows, you're going to be able to employ more minorities. You look through my business, I employ a lot of minorities. So I can change their life. Right? And they love working for me. And I hate when corporations say, we can't find any African Americans or Latinos. Yes, you can. You just haven't been looking. Because they're out here. I remember JCI called me. And Mike, you'll love this. They said, I had their contract, food service contract. The CEO said, I can't find black engineers. I said, yeah, you're looking in the wrong place. I said, let me lead it for you, and I guarantee you will find black engineers. So the article went out in Michigan and other places. Magic Johnson looking for black engineers to work for JCI. Got 3,000 applicants. He was so blown away. Hired 300 of those black engineers. See, because again, in our community is what's the message and who's delivering that message. Right? And that's why your mayor, and now this incredible congresswoman who now her friend is running Los Angeles. I'm so happy Karen Bass is our mayor. I helped her every step of the way, and I know you're going to do a great job as well. Now, I'm going to take 1 or 2 questions before I give it back to Jerome. Right quick, and we're going to get up out of here. The financial services company, when I bought it, we were at $14 billion. In the last couple of years now, we're at $26 billion called Equitrust. When COVID hit, the Paycheck Protection Program did not trickle down to black and Latino small businesses. We lost almost 700,000 black businesses, and Latinos probably another 500,000. So I put up $100 million and we saved 30,000 black businesses across the country. And that's what it's all about as well. How do we make a difference and make sure our community is still healthy and doing good? Mike Triplett and I did a lot of seminars over Zoom for women-owned businesses. We talked about health, and we saved and helped a lot of African Americans all across this country over Zoom. He had a lot of experts talking about health, telehealth, and all that. Matter of fact, telehealth, before my father just died, saved my father's life. He was having some problems, and remember during COVID, nobody was in the office. but because of the telehealth, the doctor was able to tell my father what to do, and it saved his life. So again, thank you, Mike, because that's what it's all about. Signet doing that great job. The only thing I regret now is my father won't be around if God blesses us with that chance in the NFL to see that. That's the only thing that I'll be missing. So again, let's go to a question or two real fast, and then I'll get up out of here. Yes, just holler it out and I'll repeat. Oh, I guess she got the microphone.
I just want to know about retirement, because a lot of times people retire and then they get bored,
right.
And that's how I feel. Because I feel the same way you do, like all of us here, I feel that I want to make a difference in somebody's life.
There you go.
Have no pleasure.
There you go.
Electronic assembly. And thank you for what you said. That meant a lot to me, and I'm sure to all this encouragement, inspiration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, what you do is get passionate, whatever you're passionate about, just get involved, right? When I was here for the Final Four, we blessed, I think it was 6 students from Texas Southern, am I saying that right? We gave them money to make sure that after they graduated, we tried to help them with those school loans. So we gave them a lot of money to bring down that deficit. So that's a blessing.
So what is the best piece of advice that you have for anyone that's here or listening?
Is it the resources or they don't have the information? Which one?
I think they have the information, but maybe they don't know the resource. They don't know the step one, how to take that idea and do something.
Well, that's it right there, right? We got to understand that it is a process to getting us to where we want to go. What did I do? I understood that I didn't know the proper way to go through Starbucks, so I just went on and was bold and went up there and started talking to some of the people. There's always a diversity person sitting usually now in those offices or those corporations that you could talk to that will probably help you with those steps. Also, too, you have this incredible mayor here who have a team of people. Write this down or remember this. Put this in your phone. Remember, make sure you understand where the city is going. See, a lot of times we don't even know where the city is going. Where are they building? Where are they going to be building next? That's why your council person is sitting there. That's why you got all these people in the mayor's office sitting there. They can help you navigate through. And we don't even use them, right? We vote everybody in, but then we sit back and don't even go to them when we need them. And so, for me, I always go meet with my council person, meet with the mayor. Where's the city going? What's going on? Where's their opportunity? And she or he will say, hey, you need to meet with my business development person. They got all these people sitting there for a reason. And then this is the thing that really killed me. And remember this, they have earmarked funds for our community. And we do not even go after those funds. So you got to start understanding we can start right there. And then if you want to get into franchise, there's always a person in that company. I don't care what it is, Taco Bell, whatever it is. You just talk to them. They're going to tell you the process that you have to go through to be a franchisee. Or they have a diversity person sitting there that can also help you. It's not the same as it used to be. They have people in place now to help you navigate through the process, okay? And yes, you're right. Young people are smart, so hire them. Guess what? I got a team full of young people. I don't know what they be talking about, some of those words and stuff, but I do know this. They know that social media, they know they have a lot of information I do not have. And I lean on my kids too. They said, no, Dad, that's the wrong way. And millennials told us at the Dodgers, we don't want to look at the game. We want to meet people. So when we're at the game, we want to hang out in a section that there's a lot of other young people. And so we build a pavilion just for young people. And guess what? It sells out every single game. Because they want to meet people, they want to talk, they want to take selfies. They like that the Dodgers win eventually, but they care about the other things guess what happened? We got one of the biggest Latino fan bases. We had to have offerings for them at the concession stand. We got a lot of vegans now. Guess what? We had to have all that in there now. See, it's an understanding. Young people will tell you everything that they want and their heart desires. And we just got to listen sometimes, right? And then we got to act on it. All right, last thing, and I'm going to get up out of here. You just stood up like, and bold too. You were bold too. You know, you stood up bold too. Okay, I'm gonna let you have one, and then this young lady in the jeans and the red, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Teresa Dalvest with Prairie View A&M University.
Oh yeah. All right.
Easy peasy. All right. Tell us about some of these short-term and long-term initiatives right here you have with HBCUs. And when are you planning to come to Prairie View so we can talk about the Magic Johnson sports journalism?
I'm on the way.
Come on. I actually worked for you in 2005. I was the production designer on a film you produced called 27. And now it's called Dead Tone.
Right.
We started with a budget of $900,000, and a bunch of NFL players wrote the script and put it together.
You didn't go over budget, did you?
Well, you saw the story on ESPN and gave our producers a call and said, can an NBA guy play with you NFL people? And you gave us a check for $6 million for our film.
You wasn't supposed to say that part out loud. You supposed to tell me in my ear that one.
But we thank you.
I appreciate
and now I'm the director of film and television production at Prairie View, and I want to continue that work for our students.
Okay. You know, we do a lot of work right now. I have contracts with Jackson State, Grambling, Florida A&M. I bought the Howard University, on and on and on. We have a lot of contracts with historical black colleges. So I would love to work with you, no question about it. If you asked at Grambling, we changed the whole dining experience now. It's 24/7 at Grambling. And so, somebody who said that? Do you like that? Yeah, the students love it. They love it, and we've been able to work well with the president there. So I was just at Morgan State. We had a great time, with the president and the students there. So I look forward to that. Just get, you know what to do. Jerome got it. Okay, go ahead, shoot, Dr. Ben. You, and then I'll get out.
So I'm Tiffany Riley with Arbor Realty Advisors. We are a second-generation commercial real estate firm. I represent less than 2% of African American women in the commercial real estate industry, as you know.
Right.
I'm going to shoot my shot here. How does a company like ours work with you?
Yeah, you're going to have all my information, and then you'll share. Jerome will have everything. Just give us a call. Send first before you call me, send me your deck, your book, so I can read, see what you're doing, how you're doing it. And then when everybody hit me, just make sure you send information first, okay? And then let me see, let me read, and then we can talk after that, okay?
Got a capability package on its way to you.
Thank you, because everybody was just, oh man, let's get together, da, da, da. I said, wait, whoa, I gotta see what you're capable of, what you've been doing, how you've been doing it, what's your revenues, on and on and on. So those things are important. So great, I look forward to that day, okay? And then we'll go.
Good afternoon, Dante Archer with J. Archer Insurance Group. We are one of the largest Black-owned commercial insurance brokerages, and we've just recently been approached by 3 of the largest brokers in the world. And I referenced Sodexo Magic to flip my deal from them acquiring me to be in the 60/40 to maintain my minority status.
That's good.
Just want to ask you what has made that partnership successful and any pitfalls or things I should be talking about in this negotiation?
Yeah, no, it's been successful. We do our own thing, and so we go after our own contracts. So I think that, and I'm glad that you're going to stay the majority owner, and I am. So just make sure that you still go out and my team, I should say. Charles Johnson, our new president, we go out and get the contracts. And then you have to also work with Grambling. You have to work with Jackson State, on and on and on. We have to work with them. You know what was funny? Starbucks thought when we did the 125 stories that when something went wrong, they were going to call Starbucks. They didn't call Starbucks, they called us. You know, and so we had to jump on that and fix everything. And so stay disciplined, please. I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. I have prayer time for about a half hour. Then I work out for 2 hours straight. And then I'm in the office all day. And so make sure you stay on top of that. Make sure we understand the key too is you've got to stay healthy. So make sure we do everything we're supposed to do to stay healthy and strong. But understand this, we can do it. We can do it. Here I'm sitting here talking about billions of dollars. And you thought when I was coming down the middle, shaking and baking, woo, oh man. Robin, did you think I thought I would be here talking about billion-dollar deals? No way. But I knew I was capable of doing it. Last but not least, I grew up poor, but I didn't have poor dreams. Uh-oh. Okay? Now, write this down, put it in your phone real quick. And then when Jerome comes back next year, he's going to ask you what happened. You ready? Everybody in here should do a SWOT of your business. SWOT, strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You should do a SWOT of your business, and you got to do a SWOT of yourself as a man, a woman, CEO, president, whatever. So it's 2 different SWOTs. I do 2 SWOTs a year. I am not the same man in 23 I was in 22. So you got to improve just like your business got to improve. So hold yourself accountable to whatever you're weak at, you got to move it into the strength column. I'm telling you, it's going to go a long way. And before you buy a business, you better do a SWOT. Because you need to know opportunities and threats and how you're going to grow this business. I've turned down deals because it didn't pass the SWOT test. Or I bought businesses because of that. Okay? God bless you. Stand on up real quick.
All right, everyone, give it up for NBA legend, Urban Magic Johnson.
Thank you. God is good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bring the music down real quick. The reason I want you to stand up is because this man has brought us all here. And what a blessing it is. If we don't come together and listen, you can own 20 businesses. You can own some by yourself, and then you can own others with individuals. That's what I've done. So you can do this, but it's great that you're here doing this, man, because we need it. We need it. So support Boom. Give this man checks, because he already told you how many people he's helped, small business owners. That's important. That's important. He's doing God's work. So remember that. Do me one favor. We're going to hold hands real quick. Oh, gracious Father, thank you, thank you, thank you. We say thank you for allowing us to wake up this morning. Thank you for Jerome bringing us all here together. Helping us understand that we can do this. We can be successful. But we can't do it without your help. We thank you every single day for making sure that we're heading in the right direction. We thank you for blessing our kids that they're okay. Continue to just love us. Even sometimes when we do wrong, you still love us. You still look out for us. Thank you for this incredible room today. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. God bless you.
All right. Another round of applause for Mr. Johnson. Great information.
Dropping words of wisdom on us. A success on the court, business and a success in life. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we want to reflect and remember Latane Bruce. Born on December 15th, 1956, she had the heart of a servant and was passionate about the Texas Black Expo. A true community leader, she served on several boards and was a founding board member of the Texas Black Expo, serving as chair from 2012 to 2020. Latane's family has continued her tradition of supporting the Texas Black Expo. They are present with us today. Will the Simpson and Bruce family please stand? Thank you for continuing Latane's legacy. Thank you.
I didn't know I was going to hear Magic preach, then pray. All right now. Now please welcome the co-founder of the Texas Black Expo, Dr. Shannon Williams.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know the time is far spent. I'm here to do the fun part, and I'm going to be announcing the raffle winners. This has been a wonderful afternoon of reflecting on what we've been able to accomplish over the past 20 years. Wonderful. Go ahead and give our founder and CEO a round of applause for continuing to drive the vision forward. As a co-founder, I have a great deal of respect for him and what he's been able to drive with this organization. So let's not belabor the time. The winner, and you can come to the stage, of an autographed jersey, Dave Feldman. And we'll keep it going. The winner of the other autographed jersey, Heidi Capadilla. Congratulations. Winner of the next autographed jersey, Mitchell Spencer. Winner of an autographed ball, Amaya Corridor. Come on up. Winner of another autographed ball, Kip Edwards. Come on to the stage. On your way. All right. Next winner of autographed ball, Warren Rodnax. And then, I think that's the last one. Winner of autographed ball, Kevin Smith. And now we'll move on to our winner for the 2-night stay at the Marriott Marquis with a massage package. That lucky winner is Cheryl Jones. And the winner of the 2-night stay at the Hilton Americas Hotel, Spencer Mitchell. Okay, I have good news for all of the Southwest Airlines entries. Every one of you who has entered has won a ticket. Genevieve Davis, Robert Dunlap, Latrice Harrison, LaShondra Johnson, Tiffany Matthews, Spencer Mitchell, Mary Montgomery, and David Safransky. Congratulations to you. Each of you who has won the hotel stays or the airline tickets can see me in the registration area immediately following the luncheon so that we can get you the information that you need. Once again, thank you so much for coming, and our CEO, Jerome Love.
All right. Now, before we end, let me say that we could not do this work. I have an amazing team, amazing board of directors, and I'd like to invite up my board chair, Dr. Johnny O'Connor, to have some remarks and words, and then we'll close out. Let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Johnny O'Connor, Dr. Johnny O'Connor.
Good afternoon. How's everyone? My name is Johnny O'Connor, and I serve as the board chair of the Texas Black Expo. It is my privilege to work alongside CEO Jerome D. Love and my talented and esteemed TBE board. The mission of Texas Black Expo is to enhance quality of life and in advancing economic prosperity by creating opportunities for small business advancement and individual wealth development. A big part of wealth creation is education. As a lifelong educator, I'm a big proponent of education at all levels, and this year, Texas Black Expo launched the Excellence in Education Award, E2. Through this program, we selected 15 of the state's top educators to acknowledge their hard work and excellence in education. These individuals have demonstrated high levels of educational acumen and commitment to the profession within their respective roles. Without further ado, I will now introduce each honoree along with the award category and current position. I ask that each honoree stand as your name is announced and you hold your applause until all honorees are introduced. In the category of Outstanding Superintendent, Dr. Latanya Goffney of Aldine ISD. Outstanding Higher Education Administrator, Dr. Freddie Titus, Vice President, Lamar University. Outstanding Central Office Administrator. We have several in this category. Dr. John Edwards of KIP, Senior Director of Talent Recruitment. Tiffany Mathis, Lamar Consolidated ISD, Executive Director of Special Education. Dr. Kalila Campbell Rome, Houston ISD Assistant Superintendent.
Once this one's done, you want to
Deontay Jackson, Lamar Consolidated ISD Director of Special Education. And Dr. Demetrius McCall, Goose Creek ISD Deputy Superintendent and the newly hired Superintendent of Sheldon ISD. Also in the category of Outstanding Principal, Dr. Regina Sims, Goose Creek Consolidated ISD. Outstanding Instructional Support category, Lorene Wembley, Yes Prep, Dean of Students. Nathaniel Ihedigo, Dean of Programs, Harmony Schools. Category of Outstanding Teacher, Lucinda Matthew, Lamar Consolidated ISD. Amanda Jones, Yes Prep, and Mr. Lonnie Jackson, Aldine ISD. Also in that category, Vaughn Height, Yes Prep, Public Schools. And in our last category, Outstanding Professor, Dr. Franklin North of Texas A&M University, Assistant Professor. However, as I conclude, I would like to acknowledge my fellow board members and award committee co-chairs, Damon Hoyle and Shara Abdul. They were very invaluable. They were very invaluable as a part of this process, and I would not be able to get to this point without them. Also, I have one additional honorable mention. I'd like to mention Darwin Sims, Regina Sims, Judge Joe Stevens, Goose Creek ISD, Houston ISD, KIP, and Harmony Schools for your past, your future, and your commitments to our programming. Okay. Now we're blessed to have with us today Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who would like to present a proclamation to the Texas Black Expo.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee.
I'm gonna do a magic thing, and I'm gonna be very quick, and the magic can be a miracle. How about that? Hello, everybody. Oh boy, you can do better than that. Hello, everyone. Hasn't this been amazing? But you are amazing. What a combination of genius and talent. I love my Purview sister back there, but I had to put in a word for Texas Southern University. We want a little magic over at Texas Southern University. I appreciate that very much. I am not going to take the 3 hours that I wanted to talk about Jerome Love, and this is not really his 20-year proclamation. If he would come forward, I just gave Magic his recognition, and when you give a recognition like that, it means that you must clearly come back to Houston and invest in Houston. What about that? I got a deal going. But it was all started because of Jerome Love's vision, his love of this community. He is our adopted brother in here in Houston, as many of you are. And I consider him and Magic's View, both of them are seed planters, and they are builders for eternity. And that's what each of us have to be. Trust each other and build for eternity, not temporarily, but for eternity. With Jerome, I told him that I want this Black Expo after 20 years to be an international conference, a national conference, a conference that people come from all over the nation and all over the world. It can be. This city is an international destination. Jerome, thank you for giving us the vision, for sharing the vision, and for 20 years. It is my pleasure to present the certificate for Luncheon and then to present a proclamation as the weekend goes through, and finally to say that I will be saluting you in the United States Congress on the floor of the House for the 20 years of service that you have given. Your tears are worthwhile. Thank you to your lovely wife. And the only words you need to hear is that he is deserving of the commendation and respect of the United States Congress of the United States of America. There is his lovely wife. Thank you. Well, she went. You look like her, sorry. He doesn't have two wives. He's not, but anyway, congratulations to you. He has a lot of sisters, all right? Congratulations to everybody. Give yourselves a very big hand. It is a joy to represent you in the United States Congress.
All right, let's give it up for the Congresswoman once again. Thank you so much. She's been with us since our first year at Black Expo. Just know as well, the Urban League is hosting a pitch competition in the Hunter's Creek room on the 3rd level. And all that room y'all were trying to get into when Magic was there, y'all can go on over there now. We're going to formally honor the educators. So thank you guys for coming, and we look forward to seeing you this weekend at the Texas Black Expo 20-year celebration.